So you all wanted me to show you guys how I set up the Gardyn. Now, I've already put it together, but I've got a video showing you how I put it together. So I'll link it in this video so you guys can see how I assembled the Gardyn. It's really easy to assemble. Most of the work is already done. You're just connecting dots. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm getting ready. I got the order for my pods, and I'm getting ready to set up my Gardyn with these pods. Now, there is a particular way in how you want to set up the pods in the Gardyn. You want to make sure the plant that you are putting in the pod is in the best position in the Gardyn to receive light. Okay? But I found that no matter where you put the pod on the Gardyn, it's going to grow if it's not a dud. And the good news is, if you get a pod and nothing grows from the pod, you can reach out to Gardyn and let them know that it's a defective pod, and they will send you a replacement for free for that pod. Okay? So, I got lettuce, I've got different types of peppers, I've got cucumber, and I've got tomato, I've got kale, and arugula. So, I'm just going to load up the Gardyn. This side I'm going to put lettuce because I told y'all my Gardyns are basically my salad bar in the kitchen. So on this side I'm going to put the lettuce pods that I have, and on this side I'm going to put my cucumbers and my tomatoes. And I'll record myself doing it. So let's flip on the light. The little switch is on the back here. And it's going to take a minute for the light to power on. So on this side, we're going to do greens. Again, this is what the little pod looks like. And the seeds are down in this little, I don't know what they call it. It's some kind of fluffy material, but the seeds are down in there. So I'm going to start with arugula right here. And this one is kale lacento. See, the light just flipped on. This is iceberg lettuce. And then down here I'm going to put Swiss chard. Where is it? Swiss. Oh, here. If you look real close, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if you look real close, you can see the seeds in there. Hopefully y'all can see it. The next column, I'm going to do Goliath pepper. Oh, see those seeds? Sometimes they pop out during shipping. I'm just going to push them back down in there. So this one is the candy cane pepper. This one is the Goliath pepper. And then I'm going to put cucumbers. I have 2 cucumber pods. Now the size Gardyn I have is the studio. Both of these are studio. The studio has the 2 columns. They have a larger one that's called the home Gardyn, and that one has 3 columns. I don't remember how many pods it holds, but the home holds 16 pods. So I have red tomato and yellow tomato. They're both cherry size. yellow, red, I have a sweet peppers. Put that one right here. And I've got lettuce and cilantro and cabbage. So I got this cabbage one just to see. I just wanted to see how this would come out. I just never would have thought this thing would grow a cabbage. So we just doing this one to see. Put that one down here. And then I got a bunch of other greens, so I'm just gonna put those over here. Cilantro. Oh, we're gonna take one of these cilantros out. This one. And we're gonna put iceberg. We'll save this for another time. There, so now we've got our Gardyn stocked. We have to add water. So when you're first starting your Gardyn, you're gonna put in 2 gallons of water. Nothing else, no fertilizer, nothing else, just 2 gallons of water. So let me get the water. You know what, y'all? I can't even put the water in the tank because this tank is cracked. It's cracked. I had to reach out to Gardyn, and they're sending me a new tank free of charge to me to replace this tank. So I can't fill it with water, but it is stocked. And what I'm going to do is, see this netting that I have on this one? It's an insect netting, because even though you're indoors, you're gardening indoors, you still have to deal with pests. Plants, indoor plants, there's sometimes the flies come in the house some kind of way and lay their eggs and whatever, and you end up with pests. Plant lovers can vouch for that. They do sometimes have to deal with pests, even though their plants are indoors. So I've got one over here and I've got one over here to try to minimize having to deal with pests. So when the tank comes, I will show y'all how I fill it up, and yeah, we'll go from there. So believe it or not, it is a couple days later and I've got the replacement tank. My son helped me get the tower onto the tank. And so now I have to fill the tank with 2 gallons of water. Now, I'm just going to turn the switch on in the back. The light is going to turn on, and then I gotta come off recording because I gotta use my phone to set up the Gardyn in my app. The light just turned on, so I'll be back. So my Gardyn is all set up now. The only thing that I need to do is to add this little protective cover onto this Gardyn. I have two of these, so I'm going to cover this one up as well. It's the only thing left that I had to do. I want to show you guys some screenshots from the app. The app will walk you through all of the steps you need to do as far as connecting the app to your Gardyn. And once you connect to the Wi-Fi and all of that jazz, this is the screen that you'll get. It'll take you through a checklist. It'll ask you if you placed all of your plants. It'll ask you if you put in the water, and it'll ask you not to put in any fertilizer or any type of plant food. When you're first starting out, you're starting out with just plain water. And then if you have some of the little slots empty with no plants in it, it'll ask you if you've covered those. If you don't have like the expensive pod covers that you can get from the Gardyn, just use foil to cover up the empty spots that you have on the Gardyn. Okay? And then once you've checked off that you've done all of the things necessary, it'll bring you to this screen. This is your Gardyn home screen. It'll tell you about watering. It'll tell you about lights. If your plants aren't getting enough light, it'll tell you on this home screen. If you need to add water to the tank, it'll tell you on this home screen. It'll tell you everything that you need to do to grow your plants right here on this home screen. And if it tells you it's time to change the water in the tank, it'll tell you. When it's time to fertilize, the app will tell you. When it's time to prune your plants, the app will tell you. When it's time to harvest your plants, the app will tell you. When the app starts to see growth with your plants, the app will tell you, because the Gardyn comes equipped with a camera. So you could be laying in a bed and you could get a message from the Gardyn, and it'll say, oh, look, you've got a new sprout. And you can look at your Gardyn directly on the app, because there's a camera on the Gardyn monitoring. Okay? All right, that's how you set up the Gardyn. Easy peasy. And I want to show you. A few days ago, I set up the other Gardyn that I have, and I want to show you I've already got sprouts coming in. Look at that. Kale is coming in. Butterhead lettuce is coming in. The spinach is coming in. The mustard is coming in. The sunflower is coming in. Over here is, I forget what this is. Oh, that's the purple kohlrabi, I believe. So this is another, I think this is a lettuce type. All of these are lettuce types. Watercress. So they're already starting to come in. Okay? Easy peasy. And if you want to get your own Gardyn, you can use my code. It's right there. RF Tabitha 49240. And I believe you can save up to $100 off. Definitely worth the money. Okay? Okay.